All right, what's up, guys? So Bitcoin is looking extremely bullish, and I have a very interesting setup that I want to show you all today. All right, so this is Bitcoin USD on Bitstamp, and let me first show you something interesting here, right? So we have the daily chart right here, and we have the stochastics RSI here at the bottom. And I don't think I have to show you much here. Just look at the chart and look at the daily stochastics RSI. This white line right here is the 20 level, right? On every bottom prior to a significant bounce, you have a bullish cross on the stochastics RSI here, oh well, I guess here too, and then we get one at the current level as well. Now that's just the first part of this analysis, right? I do think, you know, I like this. I do really like this. I like the fact that we hit that 30k area right here, and we actually reclaimed the weekly 50 EMA. If you guys remember my video I did a couple of days back, look at that one, and you will see that the idea in that video actually is about to play out almost perfectly. So check that one out, and let's continue with the current setup that I'm actually watching. So I got this trend line right here. Now, a lot of people will tell you that you need to use if you use the wicks, you have to use the wicks. You can't use wicks to bodies and wicks to bodies and candle closes to wicks and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't matter. All right, guys, it does not matter. If you put the trend line on the chart, if it makes sense, it makes sense. If it looks good, it's most likely a good level. Don't try to overcomplicate stuff, right? Just add a trend line on there. If it looks good, it's good. If it makes sense, it makes sense. Here's a good trend line that I have right here. I do really like that, and why I like this one is because it got, you know, it's testing that level right there, testing that one, this one, here, and right here, and we're approaching this same trend line right now as a resistance, right? As a resistance. So what does price do when it hits resistance? Well, it's most likely going to retrace. Now, my hopes are that this rejection at this trend line will be a new higher high prior to a new higher low in this local uptrend right here. You see this low, high, higher low, a higher high, and potentially a higher low, and I would like to see that low be the second test of this trend line right here. You see how I ignored that wick right there? I have ignored that wick because I think it makes perfect sense to do so, and also because that trend line is now confluent with the previous range low area. It's confluent with the weekly 50 and this support area, right? So I would love to see a retrace down to this level, the third retest of the trend line, a nice little bounce here to create a higher low, and then for a move up towards the range for a full range resolution up to the range high area at around 41k. Expect some resistance at the 37k. You know, it's the range EQ area, the middle of the range, so expect that area to act as resistance. But this is basically what I'm watching right here. I would like to go long on the third retest of the trend line. That is going to be a potentially a new higher low in a sequence of higher highs and higher lows. And what is that? Well, that's the definition of a bullish market structure. We are seeing right now on the local time frame, the low time frame, the local market structure is right now bullish, and I would like to jump in on that trend for a potential break above this trend line to hit the 37k as EQ, you know, the range EQ as resistance, and then possibly a full range resolution all the way to the 40 to 41k as range highs. Now this is very interesting as well. Right up here at around 41, 42 area, we have the weekly 20 EMA. Now the weekly 20 EMA is coming closer and closer to the range highs. Now this is going to add a massive importance to the level right here, the range high area, which also means that if we do break out of this range, it means that we're most likely going to reclaim the weekly 20 EMA, and I do think that is when we have the high time frame bottom for Bitcoin, right? That is when we most likely have the high time frame bottom for Bitcoin. I'm gonna take TP here, maybe leave 25% of the position open in case we actually move higher, break out, retest that level. Definitely, I think it's very highly probable that we are going to see a move up to the 50k area. Looking at the stochastic RSI, looking at the behavior of this trend, I think it's highly likely that if we do break out of this range to the upside, this is a high time frame long-term bottom for Bitcoin, and I am seeing signs of that right now. So be prepared for a potential retrace down to the 34k area, and when we hit that level, you want to look for some confirmations to go long. Now, if you're patient enough and you can see a 4-hour bullish engulfing where a 4-hour stochastic bull cross, that's absolutely perfect. Could be a 1-hour bullish engulfing or 1-hour bullish pin bar with 4-hour stochastics below 30 and a bull cross below 30 on the 1-hour stochastics. Could also be a 15-minute bullish break in market structure inside this level. You know, it depends on what you want to use, you know, considering what system you're using and what type of entry confirmation you're looking for. You could use put in blind orders here as well with a stop below that low. That is not recommended because it's Thursday right now. We got Friday tomorrow, and then we're slowly but surely going into the weekend. Not slowly, it's probably going to be moving way too fast. So we got the weekend approaching, and weekend price action is not to be trusted, right? So wait for confirmation. All right, guys, that's just a quick update for you guys. Hope you guys like these short videos, short updates on Bitcoin. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you want more stuff like this. See you guys in the next one.